I'm fulfilling other people's dreams. Together with them, of course. I'm just guiding them, I'm mentoring them. I found out some people are aware of their biggest life dreams and they love to share it. They love to talk about it. And there's just nobody asks them. They don't have a chance to talk about their biggest life dreams. And I open them up. It's magnificent. You have a topic with another person, and that topic is their biggest life dream. How beautiful can a communication be?
Welcome to a new episode of Business Meets Life. Today we're traveling to amazing Austria, meeting Thomas Taut. Recently, I heard Thomas speak on stage in Germany. He's even a best-selling author, has several PhDs, and oh my gosh, he ran 7 marathons in 7 countries within 7 days. Thomas, welcome, and tell us, how were you able to make such an impossible thing possible?
Thanks for the invitation. Actually, it was not only 7 countries, it was 7 continents. And how was it possible? Well, it was a perfectly organized ride. You just have to book it, and of course you have to run it. Preparation was crucial for that. I developed a 10-step approach, a 10-step roadmap to get onto that plane. 5 mental steps that were the most important ones, and of course 5 physical organizational steps to get the training done. And then I was ready.
That sounds too simple to be true. How long have you had this dream?
I was jogging in Sydney on Australia Day 2016. From Coogee Beach to Bondi Beach and back, and where I met a simple T-shirt. T-shirt with the 3 magic words: World Marathon Challenge. And since then, I got hooked. It took me a full year to say, okay, this is mine. I can do it. I have at least a chance to finish it, and another second year to prepare physically.
That doesn't sound like a lot of time. I mean, I assume you've been running marathons for a long time. That's why your body probably was already trained. Or am I wrong?
Oh, of course, you're perfectly right. Marathon triggered something in me. I had at that time I had finished 27 of them, not too much, but enough to consider myself being worthy for the challenge.
Wow, that's
So
impressive. And as your
running
book also
marathons.
says, yes, you can, right?
When I came back from the 7-7 treat, I wanted to get onto the stage. I told my story several times. I had wonderful pictures and I had a tough story, but I failed. I couldn't deliver my message because my message was, yes, I can. Nobody was interested in something another person can do, not even an important one, or at least a famous one. So I changed my message. I put it around. I said, okay, not only can I do it, I can teach you how you can do it. And you don't have to run. You just have to fulfill your personal dream, and I can help you with that.
I
Yes, you
mean,
can.
that's pretty impressive. I mean, you've also done your doctor, you are a doctor, right? Of finance, as you love to say. You have done your PhD. Maybe you can quickly tell us what are your doctor titles and PhDs in, which is also very impressive. And this is like the contrary of like the physical exercise that you do, something else.
True. Well, I started off with studying physics, and I did my PhD together with Nobel laureate Anton Zeilinger. That was the last Austrian Nobel laureate, and we proved, no more or less, that neutrons, mass particles, can fall upwards. So there was a first time when I came in contact with making the impossible possible. And I switched then, I did 3 more studies in business administration and finances. I'm currently working now with 200 medical doctors. I am the financial services provider. So I speak every language. I've been in so many different areas of work and business. And now it was time for me to take the next step, to ramp up the stages and to boost my message.
It's super impressive of what you have already achieved, and I absolutely resonate with your message, as you said, making the impossible possible. So tell me a little bit more. I mean, you could say like, hey, I, for example, have Asperger. I hope that this is the correct English word, Asperger, which is kind of like a disease. Maybe you can quickly explain what it is. And a lot of people, they make excuses, right? They say, oh, because I have this disease or another disease or so, I cannot do this or that. I remember when you told me you had this, you said you spoke in past tense. You said you had it. And you were even mentioning that people who usually have Asperger, they cannot be successfully speaking on stage. And you're a very successful, inspirational keynote speaker. That's why I definitely wanted to interview you on a podcast. How did you overcome that?
Actually, I always followed the hardest path. And Asperger, that's a special form of autism. Maybe you have an idea what autism is about. It's about cannot reading people, therefore having problems in the communication. Usually, something is diagnosed as a child during school. Was not in my case. My wife, a medical doctor, she came from a German congress, and she said, "Oh, Thomas, I've heard about autism. That might be you. Go and have that checked." I did that. I found one of the counselors for that area, and she diagnosed me with Asperger. Yes, yes, I have it written. And she helped me and she trained me to get rid of it. So that actually it was possible. But Asperger is not only autism; it's a special form. You are a genius in certain areas, and therefore it's proven that I excel in everything I pick on. And it was physics, it was finances, it was business, and now it's speaking. You, I told you, Asperger has problem talking with one person only. One-on-one is it's already hard, but one-on-many, that's totally impossible if you don't have that cured. And finally, I did it, and I'm now being sane again.
That's amazing. I mean, you're such a role model in many aspects of life, and you're still so young. I mean, in Austria, we can see you all over the TV, even. You're mentoring so many people nowadays as well. I remember at the event in Heidelberg, towards the end of your speech, you then asked the whole audience, I think 150 people in front of you, what is your dream? And then you said, send me your dreams. And several people reached out to you. I mean, number one, you made us think, like, what is my real dream, right? Because a lot of people would never think about it, or maybe they know it, but they don't have the courage to say it out loud, nor to write it, especially to write it to somebody else. I mean, somebody could laugh about it. Why was that so important for you? That you challenge people to communicate or to come up with a list of their dreams? Why would you care?
Well, that's my pitch. That's what I'm doing. I'm fulfilling other people's dreams together with them, of course. I'm just guiding them, I'm mentoring them. And I found out much earlier that some people, it's about 10 to 15%, some people are aware of their biggest life dreams, and they love to share it. They love to talk about it. And there's just nobody asks them. They don't have a chance to talk about their biggest life dreams. And I open them up. It was really, it's magnificent. It's magnificent. And you have you have a topic with another person, and that topic is their biggest life dream. How beautiful can a communication be? And not only I asked them to pass them on to me in written, but they also they do it in exchange of a book copy of mine. So that's a fair deal. I invest my €7 for a life dream.
And that's how actually I was one of the lucky ones. I think I was probably the first person who sent an email to you, sharing my dream, and you definitely have made me rethink my dreams. I added some new dreams to my list actually, and last year a lot of my big dreams also came true. We have a lot in common when it comes to international keynote speaking. My key takeaway from just this now is, you know what? I think you have just inspired me that tonight I want to send a message to, because it's kind of late, to my family members and ask them, hey, what's your biggest dream? I don't think I would know my dad's biggest dream. And then this is something like where I can have a conversation with them and maybe I can be part of this and help them fulfill their biggest dreams because nobody is too old for fulfilling their dreams. Um, Now, Thomas, what's your next big dream? I mean, you tackled business, finances, physics, the physical part, marathons and 7 continents within 7 days. What's your next big dream? And now you're even excelling on stage too.
Actually, this is my next big dream. I only got started with conquering the stages. I want to go international. I want to, well, go to the whatever the English speaking areas are in the world, Australia, US, whatever, Shanghai, maybe. And I want to get even more experienced in that area. I want to collect even more life dreams. I'm guiding people not only to the Paralympics, but also to the Olympic Games in Los Angeles. Two of my mentees actually want to participate there. I am building a lot of businesses. I'm taking other people up to their stages. So actually it's life enriching. And my life comes together. All the different aspects I've already experienced, they all come together on that point on stage where I say, yes, you can. Give me your dream and let it fulfill.
I love it. Well, if this is your dream, I can definitely tell you after our call how I can help you pursue your dream when it comes to speaking in the US on a big stage, as well as probably in China. So let's talk more about this after the podcast. Now, talking about all of your big successes, like how are you excelling in the finance part? Now, what exactly do you do for your clients here to help them excel and fulfill their dreams?
Well, I collected 200 medical doctors,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm their financial services provider. They talk to me about their dreams, okay, and I'm just fulfilling. At the moment, I'm helping them on the financial wise. I tell them
Mm-hmm.
how to invest and which insurances are good for them and which ones are not. And so on a day-to-day basis, I conduct service talks with 200 doctors for a quarter of a century already.
Interesting.
And I also want to go on their stages. There are a lot of medical congresses. I've been invited to the heart surgeons in Germany next year. 7,000 heart surgeons, and I get the keynote.
Wow. This is super inspiring.
I'm connecting a lot of a lot of loose ties. There are so many different areas I can cover, so many different languages I can speak, and I'm connecting a lot of them to gain just further knowledge and even help people better with that additional knowledge I got during my 60 years already.
Wow, this is wonderful, and congratulations on that as well. Now, talking about your successes, what has been your biggest failure? Like one of my coaches at JT Fox, he just published his newest book, Business is War, he calls, and he was saying, like most other people, I mean, it's your failures that make you so successful. It's not really the successes, right? So, what has been one of your biggest failures?
I wouldn't call it a failure. It's a chance to learn. What I learned, I wanted to, right after the 777 stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I fell into a deep hole because my vision was gone. I didn't have any more things to tackle. It took me quite a while to develop another vision, and that vision was Mount Everest, the highest mountain of the world. I've wanted to walk up there and to run the Mount Everest marathon from the base camp down.
Wow.
I've I stepped back. It's too dangerous, too boring. You stay just 2 months up into a very cold tent. By the way, it's too cold and too expensive. I just let that idea fall again, and I only ran the Mount Everest marathon, the highest marathon in the world, starting at an altitude of 5,400 meters and finishing at 3,800. It was took me 10 hours. It was one of the runs of my lifetime. So I got something out of that, but I did not die in the attempt to tackle the summit.
Are you gonna, I mean, again, congratulations on, I mean, you've still run this highest like marathon, right? Are you gonna like try this again? Or are you just like okay with it now?
I ticked it off. That was again one vision fulfilled. I have sure. I always start another goals. Right now, my next target is North Pole Marathon.
Wow. I see. And I think in 2 days you're gonna be running in Tokyo, right? You're flying to Japan.
Right. There are the six World Marathon Majors.
Mm-hmm.
In March, it's Tokyo. In April, it's Boston and London. In September, Berlin. October, Chicago. November, New York City.
Mm.
I've done that twice already. And in Tokyo next Sunday, I will finish my third loop, again Austrian record. And a seventh major was added,
Mm-hmm.
which is Sydney. I will be
Mm.
there end of August. In
Oh,
2025,
me
Cape
too.
Town. Really? Cape Town in 2026, and in 2027 it will be Shanghai. Then we've got 9 World Marathon Majors, and maybe I see you there.
That would be amazing. I'm gonna organize you some speeches in Shanghai that you're already in town. That shouldn't be a problem. So you can inspire some local people here. Wow, super impressive. How many marathons per year do you actually walk or run? Sorry.
I walked only one, but uh, I've accumulated 63 at the moment. I'm adding 4 more this year, and we will see about the years to come. I'm aiming at 100. Hope I will make it.
Yeah, wow. Best wishes for that. Now, what exactly is your definition of success? Because you are such a humble man and you are full of successes in so many different fields. How would you define success?
I I told you about one of my diagnoses, which was Asperger. I have a second one, and that's this one also dates back to my childhood. It was asthma. My lungs don't work as they should. I've been I've been imprisoned for 4 months without toys, without uh, clothes, not allowed to leave the room. The windows always open, even deepest winter. I was washed in one metal bathtub once a week, and everything in me called freedom. And that's my ultimate success, to be free to do what I want and not giving anybody a chance to interfere.
That's impressive. Now, unfortunately, here in China, I meet a lot of people. And yesterday, I was meeting one of my Chinese employees. He's 25, been working with me for 1.5 years, but he's still young, right? And he still has, like many people, they have this definition that success means money. Because with money, you seem to have everything. That's what a lot of people here do think, unfortunately. Then on the other hand, how would you define what's happiness for you? I mean, you call freedom basically success. What's happiness for you? Because I'm a very big believer that when you're happy right here, right now, you also have better chances to become successful. Now that you are so successful, the question is, are you also happy? And what is happiness for you?
Uh, Everything comes together in me at freedom. I'm happy when I can follow my deepest hobbies. I'm a gardener. I grow vegetables and berries and all that stuff all over the year. I,
Beautiful.
I I'm loving to put my hands down deep into the soil. I love to run. I love to run around here in Vienna. It's just this is my my quality time. And of course, I had to learn it, but I love to be together with very fantastic people.
I love it. Now, we're slowly coming to an end now of this wonderful podcast with you. What would be your advice that you would love to give to our listeners? We have from students to the C-level people, from corporates to entrepreneurs, from Western people to Eastern people. It's pretty mixed. What's your advice to them?
When I entered the stage, I've learned several quotes. They touched my life. There, three of them. Okay. First one is better be clear than clever. I always thought I want to be clever. I'm the most, I have the biggest brain, and I can argue my way out of every situation. But people love people who are just clever, who are just clear, who tell them what they stand for, who tell them what to do. That was one thing. Second
Mm.
thing is on a stage quote: if you can't hide it, highlight it. I always start my speeches in Germany with the sentence, I am from Austria.
Yeah, I said you're German in the beginning, right? We had to retake it.
Uh, so if something you just cannot hide it, talk about it. Make it a
Mm,
topic. And most important quote I learned on stage, the stage is not different from everyday situations you are facing. Perfection triggers aggression. People are not loved for what they have accomplished. People are loved for what they have failed, as you said earlier. And nobody expects you to perform 100%.
mm,
I that's what I did big times of my life. And then now I say I'm fully content with having delivered 80%.
Hmm.
And the biggest people on the stage, when they check until the end that they perform to 90% plus, they they do failures. They just put some failures in to get touchable, to get the people can build a feeling. I'm not yet that far, but that's an idea in everyday life. Don't be perfect.
Thank you so much for your sharing. I was just thinking all good things come in three. That was our third trial now for the podcast. I'm so happy and grateful that it worked out. And actually, I want to give an action point to our audience here. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to my list and my vision board here of my dreams. I have not updated my vision board yet since I updated my dreams list after listening to Thomas's amazing speech. And I'm going to look at my dreams again now. And I think I really need to write it down, put it on my fridge, as Thomas has told me in his speech, and then definitely like ask others about it. And I think like if I would feel so meaningful if I can help other people make their dreams come true, which as a coach trainer I'm already doing, but I think I can easily do this even more because every one of us has different resources. So check, guys, like know your dreams first, ask other people, and who can you help? Not just your employees and your colleagues and your family members, but you all have some resources where you can easily help others make their dreams come true. Yeah. So yeah, Thomas, thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a wonderful week. Guys, sharing is caring. If you love today's session, send it to your friends and your colleagues and start following Thomas. And I really wish you guys that you get to listen to him in person one day. He is amazing. Greetings to Austria and best wishes for your marathon in Tokyo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.
Was a pleasure. All the best to China.
Thank you.